Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. So today I am doing a rewind spread for the week of Christmas, and I'm just going to lay down my bottom washi and then work a little bit on the sidebar. I'm going to put a small washi strip all the way at the bottom to kind of extend the bottom washi. And then after that, I'm just going to put down a weekly checklist. Corner flags, they don't match exactly, but they're close enough. So I'm just going to put those down here. And then white out the dates and put the date covers from the kit down. Still using my Tombow Mono Correction Mini. These cannot run out soon enough. I realize the one I like is called the Tombow Mono Correction Hybrid. So I already have that in my Amazon cart. I am ready to order it as soon as these guys run out. And I really was digging the weekend banner on this kit, the font I thought was nice. It kind of reminds me of what my handwriting used to look like. And I'm just gonna lay down the full boxes just across the middle row for this week. I've been experimenting with kind of alternating them, like one up, one down. I don't have the eye to make them all three rows. I basically just alternate like between the middle and the bottom when I do. And then I use the top row for my to-do list is basically what I'm comfortable with. I have these silver foil overlays from Wild Summer Designs that were Christmas themed. They're really hard to pick up on camera, but they're really pretty in person, and I do have some for my birthday week 2 coming up. This kit came with all gold glitter headers, so it's like basically forcing you to mix the metals, and I like how it came out. I thought it was really pretty the way that they kind of went together, and it made life a lot easier to pull in some extras and not have to worry about which foil it was that matched what. So I'm just going to white out the top of the lines here for where they're still showing a little bit, and keep laying down those glitter headers. I have some that I'm going to use in the sidebar as well, just kind of alternate them between the glitter headers and the habit trackers. Now, I had mentioned in a recent video that I'm realizing I'm not really using the habit trackers. I have full intentions of using them, and I write down what I want them to represent, and then I end up really not using them. So I'm thinking I might start omitting them. I have a font here from L Plan, and this one says this week, and I'm using a ombre heart checklist. I'm just going to cut it down to fit the space that's available. And truthfully, I didn't do a great job of this. I did have to make some adjustments with glitter headers to make it work, but in the end it worked, and that's all we could ask for. So I doubled up the glitter header on top there, and then just laid the font down kind of across the middle of the 2 glitter headers. So again, this was Christmas week, and this was a rough week. It was like the best and the worst all at one time. My little nephews had gotten sick with a stomach bug. The older one started with him on the 23rd, I want to say. My sister texted me in the morning like, Noah's been up all night, throwing up, crying. I'm like, oh my God, my poor baby. Like, to be sick for Christmas, like, what's worse? Next day, he was fine. And I go over there, little one's walking down the stairs, Aunt Shell, and he's coming down the stairs, vomits down the entire staircase. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So I was like, I'm out of here. See you later. Feel better. Love you. Bye. And that poor baby was sick also for like 24 hours. Then my brother-in-law, my mom got it. So then it's Christmas Eve, and my family basically sat that one out. They stayed home. Mike and I went to my in-laws, and my sister ended up bringing Noah, that's the older one, with her because they were fine. So they came over, to my in-laws for Christmas Eve, and everyone else kind of sat it out. By Christmas Day, everyone was fine. It was strange. My mom was still a little kind of like weak, and she wasn't feeling the best, but she was okay for the most part. Mike and I go back to work Wednesday. We're fine. I get a text from him in the middle of the day that he's nauseous, he doesn't feel good. I'm like, dude, it's in your head, fight it. Like, you're just thinking you're sick because everyone around us was getting sick. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna try. And then like a couple hours later, he's like, I gotta head home. Like, this is not in my head. I don't feel good. I was like, all right, I'll see you when you get home. Let me know if you need anything. And I just like kind of went about my day. On the way home, I just stopped. I picked up Gatorade for him and did a couple of errands that we had to get done. And by the time I got home, he's just like sleeping. He's miserable. I felt so bad. And I'm just like, all right, sleep it off. I'll be in the living room if you need me. And then within an hour, he's like running out violently ill. I'm like, great. So now clearly he's got it. It's not in his head. So I did the best I could to, take care of him, but there's really not much you can do at that point. And I want to say maybe an hour later, I'm sitting there and I got this feeling of like lead in my stomach. And then it took over me. And then I was sick. And it hit hard. Like, this virus was no joke. It was miserable. He and I basically slept for 24 hours, just getting up to kind of, do what we gotta do in the middle. But yeah, I think I was on the couch, he was in the bed, and we were just sleeping. It was awful. And then, the few days after, every muscle in our bodies hurt. And it was so bizarre. Like, it took a couple of days to get back to normal. And all I could think was, like, my poor little babies, like, they felt like this. Like, it made me want to cry that those little babies would feel the way Mike and I felt. Like, oh, it's heartbreaking. So, luckily, by the end of the week, we were kind of almost back to normal. But, like, that wiped us out for a good day and a half, almost 2 days. And, between that, holidays, it's just like, we got nothing done. We got so far behind as far as like just day-to-day stuff, and we're still kind of trying to play catch up at this point. Like, I think maybe as of this weekend we're going to be back to normal as far as like our house being in order and our errands being done, things like that. But man, losing 6 days within 2 weeks between the holidays and being sick was, sucks. So anyway, any of the font stickers here are from L Plans. I don't think there's an S at the end. L Plan. These are like gold foil little icons that are from one of those Mombi sticker books that you get at Michael's. And I did see they are on sale this week, 50% off, because I'm an enabler, and if anyone wants to go buy stickers, I fully support you. I have these holiday stickers from Hurricane Randy, and basically just using like bottom washi half boxes. Christmas Day was busy. Like, we were over at my family at probably 9 a.m. and my sister made us all breakfast, and my mom was making this big dinner, and we were just there all day. And we played with all the toys, and then I drank all the coffee because my dad makes the best coffee ever. And I never can figure out, like, what is he doing that it's so good? And I learned his measurements. He does, in the 12 cups of water, 3/4 of a cup of grinds. And it's super strong, and it's just the way I like it. I love it. And I've been making my coffee that way ever since at home. And my husband's like, you make really strong coffee. Like, has it always been this strong? And I'm like, no, I've learned the secrets of my father's ways, and I'm never going back. I love it. So yeah, Look at all those to-dos on Wednesday. Did I only know I was about to be sick as a dog? That midweek spread never happened. It does sometimes. I try. But not that week. I couldn't even look at my planner for days. Eventually, I'll go back and I update. I kind of pre-planned for Thursday. Little did I know what life had in store for me. And I'm basically just at the point now where I want to use my Erin Condren just for like memory keeping. Like I see people do it all the time and I really like it. I am hoping to do my 2019 that way. I had gotten a couple years ago the Polaroid zip printer for Christmas, and the way that you can print out the pictures, like for every like sheet, it'll print 2 pictures if you select the setting to be that way. And if you cut them in half, so like you have obviously the 2 pictures, each picture fits perfectly in an Erin Condren box. So I want to start kind of using it that way and keeping it not necessarily as functional, but just highlighting the things of the week. Like I was looking at my planner from last year and I laughed and I said to Mike, my husband, on this day last year, we were doing exactly this. I did laundry, I made dinner, and we watched TV. I'm like, we are duds, man. And he's like, no, this is just life. Like, this is what everybody does. I'm like, I don't know. But I don't need to keep track in my Erin Condren of, how many loads of laundry I did and how many dishes I washed. Now, I apologize if you're offended by this sticker, but I had not done laundry in forever, so I had to spend my entire Saturday morning folding the effing laundry, like that sticker says, and putting it away. And, oh man, that was annoying, but I got it all done, and it's such a feeling of accomplishment to go from this giant pile of laundry to everything neat and clean and put away. It just makes me so happy. Like, a clean house makes me so happy. Like, there's nothing like it. And that's part of why these past couple weeks I've been like I just feel out of sorts because nothing's in order. And I'm one of those people, I need things in order. And I need to know if I need to find a pair of gloves, I know exactly where to go get them. And if someone's like, oh, do you have a travel mug for this coffee cup? Or for coffee? Yes, go in my cabinet. It's on the second shelf on the right. And when things are not where they're supposed to be, it makes me have such anxiety. And I guess it's just my personality. I don't know. Like, I'm chill for the most part. Like, I'm pretty go with the flow. Like, what do you want to do? Let's do it. Like, I'll just kind of ride with you. But, like, at the same time, I need certain things to be. Like, my house has to be in order. My clothes have to be washed and folded and put away. And my makeup has to be on for me to feel like me, if that makes any sense. So, that was this weekend, was kind of getting back into the groove after being sick. And, that's basically part of the reason that I'm so behind on posting my videos. Like, they're recorded. I just haven't been able to get to them, like to edit and to do the voiceovers and upload and whatnot. But I think, after today, I should be good. And then I'll be basically current. There's a lot of stuff I want to do this year, as far as projects, things like that. I have these scrapbooks. I don't want to say I've been making them, but I've been buying stickers and whatnot to use in them for each of the kids, for my nephews and my niece. And I have the books, I have everything. I just basically at this point need to print the pictures and start assembling the books. This was something I've been mentally doing for years, and I have basically what I need to get the project done. Now it's just a matter of the physical doing of the book. So that's something I am going to start devoting a little bit of time to, whether it be like an hour a week or, maybe even 20 minutes a day for a couple of days during the week. Like, we'll kind of play it by ear to see how it pans out. But I want to get those books done this year. And, as time goes on, I'll be able to just add to them kind of page by page instead of having the entire book not done. So I will absolutely share that with you guys as I'm doing it, when it's completed. And if you know any channels or any Instagram accounts, anything like that, that showcase, scrapbook layouts or memory keeping, not in a planner, but like in actual like albums, please definitely let me know, because I could use all the inspiration I can get. I get these like grand ideas of what I want to do, and sometimes it's just easier if you can actually see it getting done. And just even not to necessarily copy per se what someone else does, but just to kind of feel inspired by it, make it my own. I have a lot of ideas for these books, but could always use more. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great week.